All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage.
Every day, all day.
Today we're going to talk about our chaos. We put unorganized chaos, but Teresa pointed out it's kind of the same thing. So
it's not organized, but unorganized chaos sounds like a double. I want to say a double negative.
It's the same thing, right?
So technically, if you say unorganized chaos, that's a double negative, which would mean it's not chaotic.
That's why we're not going to say that. We're going to say we're dealing with our own chaos. We kind of we do like massive, way too much work with not enough time is kind of where we thrive. That's our specialty.
Yep.
And it does become burdensome. It becomes difficult. I don't know why I tried to use that word.
Are we going to have a repeat of the Saturday show?
I don't know why I tried to use that word. It just came to mind. But it does become unmanageable. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're gonna remanageable it.
We're going to try to remanageable it.
That was a moth. We are going to try and remanageable it. So, but we do have a lot of things going out today. It is Monday.
We had like 45 orders. There's 46 orders. Some of them are from today. They will not ship today. On Grams and Pops. Yeah, on Grams and Pops. Oh, crap, I forgot. I have 5 on my store.
I have 5 on my store.
And we have 3 on our website.
Pops, and we have 12 on the dollar auction. So we have a lot to do today. So we're going to jump right to it. What's the first thing sold?
We sold a hat. This is a Nebraska Husker. Why did I put, the game must be the brand. Nebraska Huskers 1995 National Championship. It is signed by
Frank Solich.
Solich. I don't know who. I think
best wishes, Denny Frank Solich.
I think he's a previous coach.
I don't know who that is, but the signature's there. There's the hat.
It's going back to Nebraska.
Looks like it's never been worn. So maybe Denny's buying it back. Maybe.
No, it's not.
Maybe his family's buying it.
Matt is buying it, and it's going to Elkhorn, Nebraska.
Thank you, Matt. That'll go out to you. How much did
that sold for? $38. I took an offer on it because it's been there for a little bit. So.
All right. Next, we just have a very, very tiny little key.
So this one I went back and forth with. There was not another one listed. I looked up what the last one sold for. It sold for like $140. So I had it out there for like $124.99. And I'd gotten small offers on it, whatever. And I declined them. I'm like, I'm going to get my money out of this. And then somebody accepted an offer the other day, but never paid.
I mean, I don't get it why that's worth so much money, because there's no hole in the end of it. There's nothing there. Like, I could make that key in like 2 minutes.
They don't make that.
We should just manufacture that key then.
It's an FSP KitchenAid genuine OEM replacement trash compactor door key. They don't make the trash compactor anymore.
Like, if you could see how simple this key is, it really is just a piece of rod with 2 little tabs sticking off. There's no keying in it or anything. Like, it's literally just like a little T shape.
Yep.
So easy to make.
But that one I took an offer for $75 to get it out the door. We made money the first item we sold out of the appliance parts, so I was okay with taking an offer for that finally.
We might need to get into the key making business. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you'd have to use hard plastic because you're putting pressure on it.
No, I could make it out of. I have a whole metal shop in the other building.
Oh, you make those. Never mind. I thought you were talking about 3D printing them.
No, I don't think I would. I think they'd break. All right, so the problem at large here, the major problem, it is partly me, I agree, and it is partly Teresa. So
I disagree.
She disagrees even if I'm right. So that doesn't really mean anything. We're basically doing too much. Our goal when we start any business, our goal is to make as much money as we can with the least amount of effort. That should always be the goal, I think. I'm not saying you shouldn't put effort into things. I'm saying you should always try your best, but ultimately your end goal is to do the least amount of work for the most amount of money. That gives you your time back.
That's everybody's goal. That's why some people are... See, now when you say that reminds me of like grifters who screw people over, but they make lots of money.
That's...
I don't know, that's what came to my head. I'm not saying we are.
God, I hope not.
We are not. I'm just, when you say the least amount of effort for the most amount of money.
Well, that should be your business goal, because, and it's not about the least amount of effort. It's actually more about having your time back. You want a business that runs and gives you as much time to do what you want as possible. That's always been my goal. And this business, we've been slowly trying new things, adding new things. We've talked about it.
Which adds more time.
A lot, which adds more time. Teresa also doesn't often have an off switch. So even when the problem is we love what we do. We tried on Saturday to take a day off. We really did try.
So it drives me nuts because we get up in the morning and I'm ready to go do something right now.
She is.
As soon as I get up.
Hold on now. that's very easy for her to say and do because she gets up at 9 or 10 a.m. I'm up at 6 or 7 a.m. and I've already done my day's work before she gets out of bed.
So by the time I get up, he's done and he don't want to do nothing no more.
I did wake up Saturday morning before I even left bed, and I said, how do you feel about just taking a day off? We haven't done it in months. Just take a whole day and don't do work. And felt like a good idea.
Corey got bored very fast.
Yeah, it took me about 30 minutes. I was pacing.
One, there's nothing on YouTube. There's nothing on TV, which we don't have TV. We have like Netflix, Hulu.
Yeah, streaming. Like there wasn't
TV.
anything
we don't
to
have
watch.
Cable. And so he was bored by the middle of the day. Like shortly after lunch, he was bored.
And we don't really have a lot of hobbies. Like this is what we do for a hobby because we love it. So by shortly after lunch, we were back out in the shop doing work because that's what we wanted to do to not be bored. But that also kind of plays into part of the problem, and that is we need more of that time back. Taking that Saturday, even half a day, made us start feeling like we were behind. It made us feel like we weren't doing what was required. And that's because we have so much going on. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to fix that. That's the problem. And, well, that's one of the problems. She's the other problem. But that's the big problem.
I said that very lightly. Hopefully not very many people heard me. But I am mic'd up, so everybody heard me.
All right. What's sold next?
We sold a painted pony. I officially have 5 of them left after this one. Be very gentle because this is an expensive one as well.
This is like a ceramic one. It's got a big...
No, it's not.
It's got
That's
pandas
resin.
on it. Well, it's really heavy.
It's resin.
Is it resin?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got pandas all over it.
It is the
panda pony.
It is the 2015 Trailer Painted Ponies Resin Panda Paws. Retired. It is a first edition. And I sent an offer out to a lady, I don't even know how long ago, like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago, somewhere in there. And she messaged me and said, I cannot accept this because I don't have money, but I'm going to save up. And she messaged me the other day, so I changed the price to the price I sold it for. She came in and swooped it up for $124.99.
Yep, so that worked out, and it's leaving here.
So 5 ponies left, and I'm guessing I'm already 2x my money.
Yeah, we had to have doubled it by now.
Yes.
All right, the next one we can't actually show you. Maybe Teresa could show you a picture.
We only did one item.
I know. I'm telling you about the second one.
I thought you were going to start talking about the next item.
See what I mean about Teresa being the problem? No, the next one we can't show you because I'm not going to take it out of the box. It's a set of Jeep doors.
Jeep windows.
Jeep windows.
Jeep windows. So this is for let me pull it up before I tell you. An OEM Jeep Wrangler 2010 to 2018 door soft top window kit. It's just the window kit. So it has the 2 side doors, 2 side windows, and the back window, I think is what it has.
Yeah, like the plastic windows.
They're
not
like vinyl.
They're not
and
hard windows.
No, they're soft top.
Yeah.
Soft top. So this is what they are. Hopefully everybody can see it.
And they come in a very large box. So we packed it up and set it away.
I did. They came in a box. I'm going to ship them in their original box.
Yep.
I got these off of Proxy Bid for $5.
Yep.
And they sold for $150.
So that'll work. Set of Jeep doors. Yay. What'd you do to your hand? You got a bandage on. The cat?
Yes. I went to push him away. I went to push him away, and his claw went when I pulled my hand away.
They do that. Darn cats.
He bit me.
That cat is feral, by the way. It's like not literally, but he's in the house. He's tamed. But there is never a moment when he is not biting or chasing or clawing somebody.
Yep, except for when I'm in the bathroom and I hold him. Then sometimes he's gentle.
He's insane.
But on a note of that, before we get into talking about our plan, Corey went out to the garage the other day, which we don't park in our garage. We store the tractor in our garage, the mower's in our garage. We have some freezers in the garage, la, la, la. And he went out to go feed because that's where we put the cat food for our farm cats.
We do feed the farm cats a little bit, just enough to keep them around. They have to hunt for most of the food.
I found a mouse on the sidewalk the other day coming up here. But he heard some little meow, meow. We found 7 kittens in a box in there that we had used for prior kittens that a cat had.
So we had a cat move in and drop a litter of 7 in there. We spooked her by accident, and then she moved the kittens. So they're not in there anymore, but who knows where she has them.
When I went out to go check to see, there were still 3 of them in there, so she's moving them one at a time to a new home.
So there's 7 more kittens roaming around the ground, Grams of Pop's farm.
And they're old enough that they have their eyes open, so they're at least 3 to 4 weeks old.
They're just little fuzzballs, too. They're like this long. They're tiny little things.
All tabby kittens.
Dang cats. Hopefully they'll roam to the neighbors.
We should just start a cat. No, we're not starting a cat factory.
No, we have a cat factory. And the good thing is we don't feed them enough to keep that many around. So most of them will move on to other places.
Yep. I know some of them
We
go
have
to the
tried, in
neighbors.
case anybody's wondering, we have tried to live trap all the cats out here and get them
And we
spayed
neutered
neutered.
them.
We spent over $1,100 the first year we lived here,
Yep.
trapping cats and bringing them into the vet and having them spayed and neutered. The problem is you miss just one and you have a problem. So we just gave up. We're just not feeding them any more than a little bit. Most of them leave.
Yep.
So, all right. So the plan that has nothing to do with cats, and we apologize for the cat segment.
Don't apologize. Cats are cute.
Yeah, but all right. The plan to fix our problem is I started breaking the business into small chunks, little bitty piece. Every part of the business I broke out into its own little piece.
I'm sorry. He did. He's like, so we have this piece and this piece and this piece, and I've been doing this. I'm like, you've been doing what?
She doesn't understand it.
I don't.
This is why the last video we did on this channel, the last Wednesday episode, was thinkers versus doers, because somebody has to be moving us forward. Somebody has to be getting the work done while we're moving
But doing
us
the
forward.
work is moving us forward.
No, it's not. Get on a treadmill and see how many miles you put in, and then look at the ground and see you're still in the same place. Sometimes you're just
look
doing.
at you with your analogies again.
Sometimes you're doing a lot of work and not going anywhere. So
sorry.
that's what I did this week. Is I spent a lot of time breaking the business into its parts: the listing, the packing, the shipping, our dollar auction, our content side, the 3D printing stuff we do. Just every little piece I could break out and say this is a piece of the business. And that way we could look at it more granularly.
Is it a piece or is it more of a process of the business?
It's a piece of the business. If we quit listing, the rest of them would drop. If we quit packing, the rest of them would go away.
Well, all but
Well,
listing.
they would. You're not going to sell very long. So it's each one is its own piece that has individual tasks, a process to complete it.
Okay.
So I wanted to look at them individually and say, okay, packing. What can we do to make this more efficient? Where can I shave a minute off here, 2 minutes off here, and do that for every piece of the business to see if we can get some of our time back, see if we can improve what we're doing. And that's the plan. That plan may be chaotic and stupid, and it may not work, and sometimes that happens. But that is the plan right now as far as how we plan to organize the chaos.
Yes, I don't have a whole lot to say on this because I was not really part of it.
That's not true. She does, because once I kind of come up with the
He does
outline,
try and chat with me about it.
I do bring it to Teresa and I'm like, okay, packing, what can we do? Like, here's this one little piece to think about. It takes very little brain power. This is one little sliver. Help me think of ideas on this piece to make it better, faster, easier.
Yep.
And we do that back and forth. So it's not like Teresa doesn't do any thinking. Like, I do involve her, but only in small chunks at a time because it's more digestible and it's easier for both of us.
What do they call me? I'm the arm candy.
You're the arm candy.
Not really, though.
You're my arm candy. Compared to me, you're definitely arm candy. All right, we got flies
We have a
in
fly.
here.
We have
Dang
these
it.
little flies in here, and I don't know where they came from because there's no food or anything in here. But they're like striped flies. They have striped wings and bodies.
Yeah, we got to get rid
They're
of the
not
flies.
bees, but they're striped flies.
All right, so that is the plan as of right now, and we're still in the process of going through that plan, but that's kind of how we're planning to deal with it. So let's look at what actually sold next.
Star Wars for the win. That's all I can say this weekend. We had quite a few Star Wars pieces that went out. Actually, a lot of them weren't Star Wars, but the big ones were Star Wars. Okay, show him.
She's got this
Don't drop him.
This little purple guy.
Do you know who he is?
No. Right?
Okay.
Emperor
No, he is
Palpatine
not.
something,
That's not Emperor
like
Palpatine.
a guard or...
No.
I don't know who he is.
he
That's
is-
a purple dude in robes.
He is a Kenner 1984 Star Wars The Power of the Force, POTF, Imperial Dignitary figure. But I did realize that I should have gone through everything before we sold off our coins. You know,
Oh,
little
because
coins?
we had his coin.
We had we had one of his coins, and had I had him with him, it probably would have went for more, but that's okay because it still went for $134.99. But if anybody is interested, I still have him, and he's listed for $449.
Holy mackerel.
So, anyways, yeah, $135. And he's gonna go in an, even though he's teeny tiny, and I would normally stick him
He's going
in
to go in a box.
No, I would normally stick him in a 4x4 before, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wrap him up nice and tight, and he's gonna go in a 874.
Yeah, he'll go in. He'll go in a box that's plenty padded. So,
Yes.
All right, the next one is a little bit more difficult to show, but I am going to grab it and show it to you. It's in a box, but I'm going to
Move
open
the papers.
it up. All right, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see this
I can show a picture
or
of it
not,
as well.
but it's a lithograph. And it is a lit lithograph.
It
It's a
itself is
backlit
not
one.
lit. Only the little film cell is lit.
And it does have a signature on it. It's hard to see because we have it kind of wrapped up
It's
in
got
there. But
two signatures on it. Not very many of them have two signatures, but this is an Empire Strikes Back, Rebel Patrol signed by Hamill, which I think is Mark Hamill. I don't know. And McQuarrie. McQuarrie is the guy that like designed it. It is a lighted lithograph. It has the lithograph, and then it has a 70 millimeter film cell down in the corner that's lighted. But I'm excited for this one because it's going to a freight forwarder
Yep,
and then
it's
off
leaving
to
the country.
Germany. But it sold for $749.99. That puts us way over that puts us at about $8,500 that we have sold out of this lot so far.
So the Star Wars stuff is still doing very well, and we still do have some higher end pieces from that lot to sell yet. So that's going really well. Can't complain about sales like that, especially when they're leaving the country.
For some reason, all my big stuff that's up along there
Hasn't
none of
sold
that
yet.
wants to sell yet.
Christmas is coming.
It is. If you want Star Wars stuff for your Christmas.
If you want Christmas. All right, so we know the plan to fix it. So what are some of the possible fixes in these little segments that we can actually do that'll help us reorganize, get some time back, and we're not even close to what we would call burnout. It doesn't feel
No,
like burnout.
I'm not.
It just
no.
feels like we're stretched thin. It feels like we don't have enough time to be burned out. So it's not a burnout. It's just I feel like there's not enough time in each day. So what are some of the things we could do in these pieces?
So one of the things that we've already started doing is we've changed up a couple of the boxes that we're purchasing.
We've added additional box
We've
sizes.
added, but we may end up taking some away if
Yep.
these work. So like we use a lot of 4.4/48s and we cut them down because we use 4.44s, but a lot of the stuff is just a little bit bigger than 4.44 that would fit perfectly in a 6.44. So I have ordered some of those. We've ordered some rectangular boxes because Corey doesn't like square boxes.
The problem is we ship a ton. So we spend a lot of time every single day resizing and reshaping boxes. And we keep a lot of boxes on hand, but you can't have everything. So we spend a ton of time reshaping and resizing boxes. So we're adding a few more box sizes to our collection.
Yep.
So that we could spend less time resizing and reshaping boxes. And that should save us, easy, it's in the, probably 30 minutes a day just not sizing boxes.
Well, I think too, some of the stuff that we've been getting in that's bigger, I've been pre-packing just so that we don't have that rush on the day of packing. So I'll list it, I'll pack it, get exact dimensions to make shipping the right amount. And so they kind of get set aside. I just have to figure out a better process of where to store them once they're pre-boxed, because a lot of the stuff I pre-box is gigantor.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been considering here, and I'm not sure if we're going to pull the trigger, but if we do, it'll be before year end, is getting a paper tape machine. The sole thinking behind that is you take one piece of tape out of the paper tape machine. It's that threaded tape with the strings in it.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
And you don't have to put near as much tape on a box. It makes it quicker, is what I'm thinking. So it should speed up the packing process. And if that works out, I've got to do a little more research into it, but I think that would speed our packing up. And if it does and shaves a few minutes off each box, then that's a major win. So I'm considering that as one of our fixes. You're squeaking a lot over there. What do you got to say about that?
So my only question with that is we watch, I can't think of their names. Anyways, they have a paper tape machine and they struggle with their paper tape machine.
Talk about John and Jenna?
Yes.
Well,
Flipping ain't easy.
yeah, but they've used it for years and they have one problem with it.
I know.
They'll fix
I don't
it.
know how that works anyway, because it gets wet, and if you put it on, does it dry super fast?
Yes, it's like glue. It wipes like water out of the tray onto the glue of the tape, and then you stick it to the box. It dries almost immediately.
Okay, the only reason I question that, not that I'm saying it's not a good idea, is because, no offense, but Zorro, eBay, you got to do better on building your boxes.
Yeah, our boxes have been really out of wonk lately, and you kind of have to pull them into shape and then tape them quick to hold them that way.
Yep.
And it's a little bit wonky. But when the box is working right and it's actually glued together right, I think the paper tape machine would save us a little bit of time on each box, because you literally hit 12-inch piece of tape, pull it out, put it on the box, and send it. You don't have to tape it 4, 5, 6 times.
We would have to get 2.
No, we just put it between us.
Okay.
Or we get two.
No, I'm not saying we get two, because I've heard they're expensive.
I think they are expensive, but if they save time, it's worth the money. And it would pay for itself over a fairly short period, I would think.
The box sizing thing would save Corey some aggravation, because I wouldn't have to hear as many cuss words while he's packing on Mondays.
That's true. So there's added value there. That's a bonus.
I don't know how we would ever do it, but like running packages into town, like Lonnie and Candace, they have their people pick up perfectly.
You guys that have local pickup for your packages for your USPS, you have no idea how valuable that is, because we don't have that ability right now.
But here's a struggle with that, which I don't get. I know when you schedule a pickup, I thought it's linked to all your tracking numbers, like the sheet.
I don't know. We used to have local pickup where we just told them, come here and there's going to be packages every day. Just come get them.
Only our postman is a.
But our postman that comes here, he will, if there's 10 boxes on the porch, he'll take 5 of them and leave the other 5. He just will not, it doesn't matter if there's 3, he'll take 2 and leave 1. Like, he just won't take all the boxes. And we've gone through the chain of command at the post office, we've reported him, we've gone through all the stuff, the postmaster at the post office, like, we've done it all. And it doesn't matter. The guy is just words I won't say on YouTube right now. So we're trying to think, is there a way that we could work directly with the postmaster to maybe schedule somebody to come out, even if we ran in our big day Mondays. Mm-hmm. If we just had them come out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and pick up packages every day, to where we could just not have to do that. It takes us 10 minutes to go to town, 10 minutes back.
20 minutes in the post
office. It's usually about an hour by the time you're said and done to go to town and back to run packages every single day. And if we can gain that back, that would be huge. We're just not sure how to do it. Yep. And I don't think I would put Monday on them until that part, the lighter days were on schedule and working well. And
the other thing too is if I were thinking of, if we were to hire somebody just to come out, once a day to come out and grab our packages, my fear, yes, control freak here, my fear is that they're going to take them in, they're going to drop them off, they're not going to scan them. They're just going to drop them off at the back, and they're not going to wait for them to scan.
I would be okay with them not getting scanned until they're processed at the post office later, like when they actually move. I would be willing to try it until a problem came up. If we had something that just went missing, or we had issues with it, I would address it then. But I would certainly be willing to try it until the problem came up. I wouldn't avoid trying it because I was afraid of it. I just wouldn't.
That's a hit on our account, though. That's the fear I have.
I would take the hit and then fix the problem. I wouldn't be afraid to try it. I think the other thing we're talking about doing, or I was talking about doing, is to build kind of a daily to-do list. And it's not a chore list, but a daily, these things are what must be done list for each day. And then everything above and beyond that is at our discretion, so that we had more of a regimented routine. So we knew we wake up Monday, we know what we got to do. We wake up Tuesday, we know what we got to do. And once we get that done, we could do whatever else we want. And I know us, we would work. And that's not a problem. But our to-dos, the must-dos. But
you could walk away from it instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I have to get this much more stuff done.
It would allow you to check off your boxes and then say, if I don't want to do this, I can go do this. I can go do something else. I can go to town. I can go to a movie. I can do whatever you want. You don't have any guilt involved because you did your to-do list. Mm-hmm. I think that would be a big help. I think just in the anxiety of maybe I didn't do enough today would take all that away.
You're making me cry.
Am I making you cry? You don't like to-do lists?
I don't do well with to-do lists, kind of.
All right, so that's our plan. As crazy as it might sound, we're going to look at each piece. That we just talked a lot about shipping and a to-do list, but each piece of the business, we're going to look at that and we're going to try and find little tweaks like that we can make.
Well, we already talked about the listing one. We've talked about the listing one, how to gain time back on that one.
So we're doing that for every part of the business, and we're going to try and get our time back, or at least make it feel like our time back, so when we're doing the extra work, it feels voluntary. It feels like we're doing it because we're bored, not because we have to keep the business running, which a lot of times right now, that's what it feels like. We have to do it or the business won't run because we're just constantly working.
Yeah.
So
but it's not burnout. I want to make that very clear.
I'm not burned out at all. I'm excited to get up every single day and do the new stuff. But it does kind of get to the point where you've got 12 hours in that day, but you feel like you should push for one more because the business needs it. And it really doesn't all the time. So, all right, what sold next?
We sold a tractor. Actually, it's not a tractor, it's a cultivator. It is a 2002 John Deere die-cast field cultivator. Yeah, it's a cultivator.
Yeah, that's what that is. It's right
and that's
there.
the second one I've sold. And this one sold for $64.99.
$64.90. Really?
65
That's
bucks.
insane. John Deere, guys.
Some of those tractors and stuff go for insane money.
All right, next one we have a little Christmas passenger train here.
So I have to tell a little story about
It
this.
has the interior lights up.
Yep. It's listed as untested because did I test it? I don't remember. But anyways, it is a New Bright Holiday Express passenger car with the box, flashing roof lights, whatever. But the funny story about this was, these were on my proxy bid that I was on. And the person that purchased a whole bunch of Christmas stuff did not pay for it. So it sat there for like 3 or 4 months. And Zach finally relisted it, and I got it for cheaper than he offered me to get it as a whole lot.
Nice.
So that sold for $54.99.
We'll take it. Thank you, Zach. All right, so this is when we ask you guys, because we're not great at this. We don't know what we don't know. We're still learning every single day.
Yeah, we've been doing this since 2021, 4 years.
Yep. And we've been in other businesses, and we've always hit this point. Like in every business, we've kind of hit this point where it comes to a critical mass where we can't squeeze more into a day, and oftentimes it comes out you don't need to. You just need to do things smarter and better and more efficient. But with this business, we've never been in this business. We're in it now, and we're learning with you guys. So if you guys that have been doing this for 10, 20 years, or even if you've only been doing it for a year, but you're really good at doing things smarter than we are, leave us some advice in the comments.
Yes.
And or if we're doing something and you want to hear more about it, ask us about it. But we're asking for your advice here. We want you to tell us or recommend things that we can do in different parts of the eBay business.
Our different pieces.
Right. To try and optimize this a little bit better. I mean, ideas are what kind of pushes progress. And we've exercised our ideas. We've talked them out. But we need more ideas. So we're asking you guys, if you have any ideas for where to improve.
Or what I can do with my time when I get it back.
I know what you can do.
Puzzles.
Whatever you want.
See, but that's the deal. I need to get on. I think I'm going to list some on the dollar auction or something. But I have a whole entire cabinet full of puzzles that have been done. There's only one that I won't sell. Do you know which one that is?
No.
The one that you gave me for Christmas. Was it you that gave me it for Christmas?
I don't know.
With our house in Harrisburg in the middle. And then it has the rest of the town around us, our address.
I don't remember who gave you that.
He did, because I got it the same year I got my mother's ring.
Ah.
But
look
anyways,
at that.
Huh?
Look at that.
And I don't wear it because I don't want to bend it. It's silver. It's sterling silver, but it's really
thin.
Yeah, really flexible.
I must have been cheap that year.
No, it wasn't cheap.
I bought her the flexible silver.
It wasn't cheap. But I've already bent it once by doing stuff, so I'm scared to bend it and break it. So
that's where we're reaching out to you guys, asking you guys for help. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. We do have a few more things that sold yet.
We have a lot of stuff that sold, but we're only going to talk about 2 more. The next one is right in time for Halloween. I wish the rest of them would sell for Halloween, but they have not yet.
They don't get a lot creepier than that.
I did go in and relist all of these items at a lower price just to get rid of them. We've had them they've gone through one Halloween season.
Toenails and fingernails are blue.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He's eating an adult thumb.
Other fingernails are pink.
No, they're blue.
No, look at.
Oh, those aren't his fingers. He took somebody's hand.
So he is a Spirit Halloween 2012 zombie baby. It's called the Thumb Sucker. He has a latex prop. And he is tested and working. He is motion activated. His eyes light up, I think, and I don't remember if he makes noise. But he sold for $69.99. I only have like 5 more to go.
Yep, we've sold a couple of those, and yeah, I think we have about 5 left of different ones. They're not all that same one. We didn't have a double.
There's one that's listed still for over $200, and I'm on the low end of him.
Yep. Those are, they're not getting less vintage or easier to find.
No.
So they will sell eventually.
Yeah, they make them, and then they make them for 1 year, 1 or 2 years, depending on the model. And then they quit.
Yep.
So.
All right, the next piece we can't show you. Well,
yeah, you can.
Oh, I can show you.
Oh, it's right there. I didn't put that one away.
I knew it was boxed up. I didn't realize it was sitting next to me. It's an RO system.
And we paid 50 cents for that.
We did pay 50
cents.
We paid
$1 for it and another box that came with it, but I split the cost between the two because, yeah, we paid $1 for the thing.
The other piece was actually an RO tank.
It's the spare tank for that.
And it was an extra tank. That one has a tank in it. It's
Yep.
a complete system. The other one was an additional tank. The
Yep.
tank sold pretty early.
The tank sold for like, I want to say it was like 40 or 50 bucks, but I
Yep,
don't
by
remember.
itself.
Don't quote me. But this is a GE reverse osmosis RO water filtration system with the faucet, just like ours. That's
Yep.
almost identical to ours.
is.
Only we have one additional filter. We have 3 filters along the bottom and 2 additional filters on top.
Yeah, we're on rural water and it tastes like garbage. So we run
Yep.
our drinking water and our ice machine water go through an RO.
Yep. So that sold for $114.99. So 50 cents into 115 bucks.
Not bad. We'll take that.
Come on.
Oh,
it in
we're
here.
doing that?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's probably going to end up on one side or the other. So
Probably. I think that's it for today. We do have a lot to pack, so we're going to get to it, and we will see you guys next time.
hasta la vista, baby.